camera, Nick?
Yep.
My name is Nick Palizzi. 2 years ago, a good friend of mine told me he had Parkinson's disease. I started trying to find out if there were any natural means to cure Parkinson's, because God knows you can't do it with drugs. What I found is that if you trace the origins of Western pharmaceuticals, over 25% of their active ingredients come from the Amazon rainforest. And then I began to wonder, what else is in the Amazon rainforest? There's over 44,000 species of plants. And to my surprise, I found out that only 1% of those 44,000 plants had been studied by scientists for their medicinal value. I reached out to a well-known ethnobotanist, Mark Plotkin, who said, quote, "If we look at the Amazon rainforest as an encyclopedia of medicinal plants, then the indigenous medicine men are certainly its index and table of contents." On one of our preliminary research trips, we met a man named Roman Hannes. When Roman was 12 years old, he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. For 10 years, he tried every available conventional method to get rid of it, but nothing worked. At age 22, he said goodbye to his family and left for the Amazon jungle in search of a shaman to work with. Within 5 months, all symptoms of his Crohn's disease were gone. Roman was given the option to stay and learn the ancient tradition of Amazonian shamanism. He has spent the last 10 years in the jungle, working with indigenous medicine men and improving his craft. He and I decided to work together, with the plan being to bring real people with real illnesses out into the middle of nowhere, deep into the rainforest, to work with a handful of medicine men for 30 days.
What are you making a film about? And I'm like, oh, we're bringing 8 people from around the country that have different health problems, really serious, ranging from cancer to Parkinson's to diabetes, down to the jungle, work with natural medicine and the local shamans there. And their eyes are always like, yeah, right.
What if I told you that your grandfather with pancreatic cancer, your daughter with clinical depression, or your wife with severe stomach adhesions had one final option they had not yet explored? But there's one catch. You need to leave everything behind. You'll be spending 30 days in seclusion, in the middle of nowhere, in a corner of the world that is home to a vanishing group of indigenous healers who are reputed to have knowledge of undiscovered herbs and plants that are native only to the uncharted regions of the Amazon rainforest. In October of 2010, 8 people from around the world chose this option. 5 would come back with real results. 2 would come back disappointed, and 1 wouldn't come back at all. This is their story.
My name's Gary Thompson. I have neuroendocrine cancer. It is a somewhat rare form of cancer of the cells and glands that produce hormones for your body. It's really what I'm up against is the possibility of stroke and heart attack and failure of kidneys and liver. The oncologist mentioned that the landostatin, once I started it, if I defeated the cancer through that, the chances are I'd have to take it the rest of my life. So it would be $1,000 a month for the rest of my life. I would have been living under a bridge like a troll, so I thought, nah, won't go that way. So that's what I was offered.
Why do you want to go to the jungle?
I don't want to go to the jungle. I don't want to get off this. I want to get better. I don't want to have this anymore. Parkinson's disease, you need pure determination. It's so frustrating at times, especially when you have 2 young boys. It can't leave any stone unturned, right? If it happens to be in the jungle, I've got to find it. What's the one we met? That's how he was.
After 2 days of drinking heavily or something like that, of course I get really down and depressed and stuff like that, but it just makes me not want to drink more, it's just like I hate it, but then sometimes after all that is gone, I feel, well, why not have a drink?
It's been an issue in our relationship, and of course I want him to get rid of that because I'm there for him and I really love him and I want him to be healthy.
El Parkinson, para el que está de la próstata, y esto es para lo que está digestivo, y esto también para el que es de Crohn. Tienen funcionamiento de purificar, limpiar interiormente, y también a la persona darle mucha energía, vigor, ¿no?
When I lost my health, I lost my marriage and my house, and it just went from, I felt like Job. And then when I lost my health, that was like, oh, this is the most important one. So it's been 8 years I've been trying to, I've been focusing on rebuilding the health. That's what I like about these shamans. They've all had some sort of illness that they've healed.
So this is a little map of our land.
Great.
We'll go deeper in, and you have the most adventurous spot. You're in hut number 8. It's the hut that is deeper in the forest.
Great.
The intention for this land is to be a place for transformation and healing, either short-term or long-term. Part of the work that I'm doing is visiting many different shamans from different regions and areas. Good shamans, you really have to establish a relationship with them before they become open and they share their knowledge. Our mission is really to bring back that wisdom and create more benefit for others.
My life has been blessed. I was a very high-profile businessman, but I yearn for a deeper peace. It's been an absolute struggle from as long as I can remember as a child. It's just been a never-ending search for peace.
¿Son de las semillas?
Sí, maestra. Sí, de todos.
¿De todos?
Vamos. Sí, ¿qué va a hacer? Como ella tiene problemas digestivos, esta medicina tiene la propiedad, explícale, que vaya a limpiar lo que es interiormente, tanto la boca del estómago y todo lo que es la función digestiva, es purificante. Que repita 3 veces su nombre y apellido completo, ¿verdad?
Okay, repeat your first and last name 3 times.
Gretchen Stacy. Gretchen Stacy. Gretchen Stacy.
Miko pinchi mikaya, oko pinchi mikaya, chamoringi chimikai, sinchi medico chico nami, apa mori pamikaya, chamor kani sinchi kani randa randin tanti randa randin. esto él va a tomar, le dice, esto se llama papaya, le llamamos acá en la selva, ¿no? Es como papaya. Papaya, que ayuda a todos los diabéticos, ¿no? A las personas que son de diabetes, que tienen diabetes.
So I'm to drink it. Drink that all.
Yeah, you can drink that all. Todos los días, uno de...
Sí, una jarra de esto todos los días va a tomar, entonces todo el día le vas a acabar.
I'm supposed to take insulin if my blood sugar go up too high. Within the last 3 months, it's been like over 400 for 3 times in a row, and every time I get there, I have to go to the hospital. So I knew that if I get away, you know, that's what I needed. I can't live this type of life.
You know, I visualized in my mind that it would be, at least this center would be a little bit more modern, but, you know, I mean, I have no complaints. It's a real nice facility. I'm kind of, you know, curious to see how everything's going to play out.
Sí, pero allá directo. Una toallita, hermano. Pasamos allá. Ya está. ¿Ya? Adiós. Bye.
Entonces me dice, más mira bichín, me dice, yo voy a morir. Entonces tú quedas. Era para darte a 15 años cuando tienes, para darte todo lo que tengo. Pero no puedo. Ahora ya no voy a cumplir. Ahora lo que vas a hacer es usted, seguir tus dietas solo. Tú vas a seguir dietando solo. El mismo vegetal te va a indicar qué es lo que vas a tomar y cómo le vas a dietar. Para que algún día seas un médico. O un chamán, pues, médico.
When I first came to the jungle and started working with medicine men, I expected them to be wearing headdresses and loincloths like I had seen in National Geographic. I was a little misinformed back then. The truth is that the people of the rainforests are quickly becoming modernized like the rest of the world. And the medicine men of today dress a lot like you and I do. People don't care about the way a medicine man looks as long as he's effective. Out here, you're judged by your ability to heal.
I was diagnosed on March 17, 2006 at the Institute of Neurodegenerative Disorders, which is hard to say for me sometimes. I was still trying to work it out when it was time to go down to Connecticut for a divorce. The day after my divorce on Good Friday in the afternoon, and the next morning I was in a head-on car accident. And then I thought I'd be home later that day. Didn't realize I'd broken both hips, both pelvises, my femur, my knee, my lower leg, and 7 ribs, and some soft tissue damage, which did not help my Parkinson's. The different medications have a lot of side effects. And half the time it makes me worse. It starts to tighten up like this.
It's called chirisanango. And it's kind of the effects of it sometimes feel like thousands of cold needles start to go through your whole body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not painful, but it's just
okay.
It's a medicine that is really beneficial for the nervous system.
Right.
It's really good. It's also good for the bones, for the immune system, for the lymphatic system. There's a lot of different benefits to it.
Así ya sacudí yo nare mungini, tocó cuerpo si dormí si tengo nam, pusha dura mum chingi karunangu.
Working with them, I see definitely that I might be complementing more from the side of the spiritual discipline, and they're complementing more from the side of medicinal plants. So far, I find this to be a very good combination. How are you doing today, Gil?
Much better. Much better. I had trouble getting past the joy of this place at night. It's all romance. It's all, you know, there's no fear involved in any of the sounds. It's all, hey, I'm over here. I need a buddy. Somebody come and talk to me. No, I'm over here. It's beautiful. And not so loud that it's uncomfortable, but loud enough that it definitely keeps your attention. And I was thrilled by it last night.
Yeah, so those ants are coming back and invading again.
Okay, we'll send someone soon.
Alright. Oh god.
In the rainforest, we are in connection with the natural world. The nature around is not really disconnected from us, and we are part of this organism. It's good to be present and it's good to be aware. They usually are afraid of humans more than humans are afraid of them. And there might be some spiders. Even if it's a tarantula, you know, sometimes, you know, you might see a tarantula, but they usually they will not attack you.
I'm not, you know, like a wild animal type person, you know. I mean, some people can live with, you know, animals and things around them and let them come in the hut. I'm not that type of person.
I know that what Roman would say, he'd say that it's good to just get used to the sounds, and, you know, after a few nights you get used to it.
I'm constantly catching and removing from my little hut bugs and flying things and crawling things, and you know, I lie down in my bed of a night and it's sticky. My body's sticky, my shirt's sticky.
You know, I'm used to schedule and just like going somewhere all the time, and it's like I'm kind of forced to not do any of that.
Being in solitude throughout the process of the healing, surrounded by nature, they have really no way to hide from themselves, to avoid different uncomfortable sensations or different unpleasant emotions. In today's world, we are so separated from nature that a lot of times we go into the rainforest like astronauts go into space. It can be quite uncomfortable in the beginning.
So Gary's hut is a little bit further away than everybody else's. It's hut number 8. Gary's an adventuresome soul. He figured he'd like it this way, so. I love your spot.
Well, this is great.
Does this go in? Oh, it goes out.
Out, pull out, yeah. I'm not sure why the intended separation, other than the fact that it's our chance to absolutely relax and outgas and absorb some of what's around us. But I don't mind anybody coming by. I guess I see both sides of it.
Roman believes pretty strongly in the idea that a lot of this has to do with you getting out of any patterns, you know, social, mental, emotional pattern that you're in. And that sometimes traditional dieta is it's almost like a vipassana, kind of a month where you really don't talk to anybody. It almost gives those patterns time to die.
Yeah.
You know, people come to the jungle to die and be reborn.
I've felt everything, from very sad, angry, confused. Everything points to a lot of self-pity.
Okay.
You know, I have a lot of self-pity.
The process starts really unraveling, and then that's when strong breakthroughs and breakdowns sometimes happen. People go deeper into themselves, and they might uncover even deeper layers and different negative seeds that have been planted. Being with themselves for a prolonged period of time in the rainforest allows them to recognize those things.
A los 9 años me dice, bueno, bichín, te quiero convidar a la ayahuasca, vas a tomar la ayahuasca. Ya, bueno, ya papanche, le decía. Tomo la ayahuasca. Me dio un poquito así. No me mareé, nada, normal. Pero no vayas a hacer bulla. Si te marea, no llores, ahí resista. La ayahuasca no mata, me decía. La ayahuasca después es 3 horas tu mareación. Después de 3 horas, todo lo que quieres has visto, te has portado de la manera que quieres. En 3 horas, después de 3 horas, baja la ayahuasca. Si te va a marear un día o 2 días, pero ya mareación lenta.
There are several legends in Amazon about this sacred medicine, ayahuasca. It's considered to be the mother of all plants. That from this plant medicine, the medicine man found all the other plants, and all the other plants were created. The way that the medicine works, we kind of enter into a realm of dreaming in a fully conscious way. And in this way we are able to resolve a lot of different tensions and repressed emotions and feelings in ourselves.
Ayahuasca es un vegetal que a todo, o sea que a todos los hermanos que se encuentran enfermos por entre medio de esta mareación, también él tiene un proceso de curar. Les pido, hermanos, que entre medio de la toma o de la ceremonia que vamos a tener hoy día, que nadie se tope y nadie converse. Es un silencio todo para poderse concentrar con la ayahuasca.
My intention is to be in a place where I'm quiet yet open, where I can learn to hear, learn to move forward, learn to feel and share, and to add to the spirit of love that I feel in this room already. Thank you.
I mean, during the ceremony, it was pretty clear, like I had to relive everything, and it was not pleasant. It was very intense. And when I said make peace with my past, I didn't know I'd have to go there like that.
It was like I was being read, like I was being indexed or opened up to discover what's within me. And then this morning, sleeping, all of those images came back, and I learned a great deal.
I started to see a lot of flashes and images and lights and colours and whatever that means. Of course, I don't know.
After the first week, usually, that's just when it starts. It's when the medicine men start to choose different strategies in the diet and healing.
¿Todo de una vez?
Despacio.
Despacio, well, slowly.
Jessica is doing slowly better. She's gradually improving. She still has some difficulties, but she's saying that her digestion is improving slowly every day. The medicine men, Edwin and Don Bichin, they're putting different medicinal plants on the tumor in form of emplasters, of bandages. Right now it's just taking the remedies every day. Taking the remedies we have all over our land. It's a very potent medicinal plants that the patients are taking from our land. But you have to walk for hours and look for it.
Esta es la itininga, ¿sí? Itininga. Y sirve para hacer paneros, canastos, usaban nuestros ancestros. Que sirve para todo tipo de reumatismo. Puede ser un reumatismo cuando están a inicios, ¿no? Sana rápido. Dolor de articulaciones, de cuerpo, lo que es frío. Directamente, reumatismo. Esta es una medicina que se le utiliza cuando las personas no tienen suerte en el amor, enredaderas. Esto lo machacan, lo toma y la persona, las chiquillas se pegan así como esto. Enredaderas del amor. Mira.
Oh.
Tahuarí que cura el diabetes. Y también es una medicinal que toman los chamanes. Hoja de guanábana. Este es para continuar su tratamiento de próstata, de hipertensión.
I'm not getting the raw food I want. I'm just really struggling, and I feel weak. I am stronger today because I had breakfast yesterday and breakfast today with pineapple and banana. I don't want that again tomorrow because I've had enough of that.
The diet is very bland, it has no spices. It consists mostly of green plantains that are either boiled or grilled. In the mountain tradition in the Andes, part of the traditional diet is also quinoa. And also there is one type of fish that is called boquichico, and that fish is used traditionally in the diet with medicinal plants. We find that people can disconnect from their taste buds that our ego usually feeds off and really connect to our higher senses.
Hi. Joanne? Okay. So, Joy, how are you feeling overall?
I'm feeling pretty good overall.
¿Siente bien?
Yeah, just I've been checking. My blood sugar's been down. Last night it was 59, which it never been that low.
Ayer anoche su presión era 59 y nunca tenía su presión tan bajo. Sí.
It's never been 59?
It never been that low. That's numbers my kids have, you know, because like when they see me checking my blood sugar, they want to do it. So, you know, they're around 60. So I know that's great.
That's like athletes.
Right.
All right, Joe.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, good to see
Thank
you doing well.
Gracias.
Okay.
Gracias.
Yeah,
Okay.
So low blood sugar, low blood pressure.
Right. I'm excited. Thanks. All right, then we'll see you.
¿Cómo le hicieron el diagnóstico del cáncer de páncreas?
How were you diagnosed
¿Hace cuánto tiempo?
with the cancer of the prostate?
I have regular PSA tests. That's the prostate specific antigen test.
Las pruebas de PSA.
PSA.
Yeah. Now I decided against surgery or drugs or radiation, and went on to a natural diet.
Y decidió para hacer la ruta natural con comida cruda, con verduras crudas. Do you remember how much was your last PSA?
Yes, I have brought a copy with me. 7.5.
7.5.
This is
September.
in 22nd of September.
This year.
This year.
This year es el último.
Just a month ago.
Part of the reason I came out here is because I really didn't want to have surgery at all. So it's mainly just like the IBS and the adhesions and malabsorption. Like I'm just not getting vitamins from my food.
Tenía IBS, el síndrome de estómago irritable.
Intestino irritable, claro.
Y estómago.
Sí, sí, intestino irritable.
Sí.
El intestino irritable tiene mucho que ver con el estado emocional.
He says that IBS has to do a lot with the emotional state.
¿No? Sí.
When we get a disease, the first thing that we want to do is we want to push it away. It's like, it's not mine. I don't want to have this sickness. But by pushing it away psychologically, we are also sending signals to our body not to send the healing agents into that area, not to send oxygen, not to send blood circulation into that area. It's all working through subconscious impulses.
I guess I've kind of been just repressing it all the time and just kind of pushing it away and not really fully dealing with it and making amends with it. Even though I was 12 years old when I was sexually abused, I still really held myself responsible for what had happened. So, you know, I thought, well, geez, I forgave everybody, you know, but I never forgave myself. And that was a lot to kind of handle, I guess, for me.
As a teenager, you know, I really didn't want to go to school. And so I started to pretend that my stomach hurts. And my parents really didn't believe me. And so I started to do a better job at pretending. Up to a certain moment where there was no need to pretend anymore. The pain was very real and the symptoms were very real. Through ignorance and, you know, really not knowing any better, that's how I saw that I actually sealed that condition into myself. One subtle change after another.
Roman asked me, he says, can you feel them? I said, no, they're gone. So they're gone.
You really feel like so we came here with tumors.
And the tumors are gone. Roman, the other night during the grandmother ceremony, he spent a great deal of time praying over me. And during the middle of that, asked that they go away. More like demanded that they go away. And right at that moment, I stopped being able to feel them. I'm not going to question anything other than the fact that, man, I'm thrilled because I can't feel them.
And normally they were daily. It was a normal functioning.
Constant, not just daily. Not when I put pants on. It's every single move. They were apparent. Now there's nothing.
Why didn't you call for me?
I'm sorry, man.
Can you come in for a sec?
Well, maybe you and I could have a little conversation then around the diet before you leave. Whatever fruits there are, I'd just like a very large plate, you know, like a heaped plate of fruit.
You know that it's, essentially we don't think that it's beneficial because of cancer. And cancer does feed on sugar.
Okay. No, I don't.
So I was considering a little bit of fruit, and that's what we agreed on initially.
Okay. Well, this is where I get confused. Look, I don't agree with you on fruit, okay? Can we put the fruit aside for a minute? Please, can we put the fucking fruit aside? Forget it.
Because I
do not normally swear, right?
Yet this brings such strong emotions.
It's not part of my life. Roman is running this hospital, and if he really thinks that, then I should not have had fruit. Anyway, if he really felt that.
I thought that you were getting fruit because you lobbied for it.
I had lobbied for it, but if it's not good for me, then I want people to have the strength of their own convictions to say no.
Today, a friend of mine, Habin, is going to come, who's also a medicine man. I think I mentioned to you yesterday.
Yes.
And he also had some experience working with Parkinson.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a good medicine man.
Estaba filmando la entrada del chamán.
Yo no quiero nada.
Su bicicleta.
Nada de filmar, no me gusta, tú sabes. Hay que conversar antes, no también.
Pero yo te has dicho que te van a encontrar, te van a esperar ahí. ¿No te has dicho que no te asustas cuando vas a encontrar cámara?
¿Ayahuasca tomás?
Sí, ayahuasca está yendo muy bien con el San Pedro también.
Y va a aprender mucho.
And you're gonna learn a lot.
Yeah.
In the process.
Gracias.
Sabine, Jessica. Y entonces empezamos a darle chuchuache con uña de gato con chanca piedra. Con sangre de grado de copaíba. Después,
¿cuántas gotas de sangre de grado?
3. 3 de sangre de grado, 3 de copaíba, sí.
No sé, les choca porque no conocen, que no tienen.
So in the beginning it's difficult because you don't know the energy of the plants.
Y después de la enfermedad viene un cambio de vida.
Yeah, after the sickness comes a change in your life.
Cambiar vida.
To change your life.
Con este guía. No,
with the guide, with your heart as a guide, not the mind.
No la mente, no el intestino.
Not the intestine.
Sino corazón.
But the heart.
¿Ya, hermana? He vivido, compartido con diferentes tribus, tradiciones, con algunas más, ¿no? Madre de Dios más, porque ahí viví como 10 años. Si de verdad amamos, también debemos saber respetar otras formas de vida, otros caminos. Respeto y valoro la persona que quiere vivir en la naturaleza, con la naturaleza como su guía. Bueno, es una elección de la persona, ¿no? La libertad de la persona pero debemos darnos cuenta de que es la lesión de la pureza. Aprendí muchas cosas, ¿no? De la forma de vivir, como un hijo, ¿no? Como un hermano o como un maestro también. Y así, feliz.
Sí.
Y agradecido.
Con estas medicinas, eso también. Pero después sana, pasa un año. Para iniciar un buen chamán, un buen curandero vegetalista, como me he iniciado yo como maestro ahora, mi hijo, mi primer hijo, o mi primogénito, como decimos, él ha decidido seguir el camino del curanderismo. Entonces, para iniciarse, ya tenía que tomar más de una docena de veces de ayahuasca, ¿ya? Más de una docena. Entonces, mientras que he ido tomando ayahuasca, él ha ido purificándose, ya limpiándose. Entonces ya preparado el cuerpo para tomar una dieta de lupuna, lo que es para que sea un médico curandero vegetalista, que es su inicio.
There was never an interruption. For thousands of years, there was never a generation where there was no alive teacher to pass this knowledge to his students. This knowledge has been transferred in a state of being, not so much in the head, but in the heart, in a state of being, in a state of openness, sincerity, and immersion in Mother Nature.
Y hay muchos de mi edad que no creen, no, se burlan, dicen que es, no, si por aquí, ¿qué te va a hacer ese palo? ¿Qué haces tomando soga de palo? ¿Qué haces tomando carapa de palo? Brujo, brujillo, no sabes nada. Un montón de cosas te dicen, pero uno tiene que ser sereno. Nada más no hacer caso a ellos. Simplemente seguir lo que uno se tiene en mente y ser bueno. Pero los jóvenes están perdidos ahora, sí, están perdidos. Solamente piensan en cada fin de semana bailar, diversión, discoteca, tragos. No piensan en reflexionar, en internarse a una montaña o curarse. No piensan en eso. Simplemente se van a otro mundo.
I like the outdoors, but you know, I don't. As far as animals and things that, especially if they come in and stuff, I guess I'm a wish since I can handle. But you know, I thought I could, but I don't think I can. I mean, because I'm not sleeping out here. I'm waking up like about 6 or 7 times last night.
None of us wanted to see Joe go. But at the end of 10 days, all the symptoms of his diabetes were gone. And Roman and the other healers agreed to continue sending him medicine from the jungle.
Tahuarí. Este es abuto.
Can you take?
Si quieres, llévalo.
¿Puede sacar a los Estados Unidos?
Sí, te permite, porque es un vegetal nomás. Como él ha llevado siempre normal, comer sus verduras, no grasas. ¿Ya?
He said I'm 100% diabetic free. My hemoglobins, my urine, my cholesterol, everything's normal. Make me 2 appointments, one with my doctor and one with the eye doctor for when I get back, because I want to come home early.
By the end of the second week, Nicola was off all of her medications. While this in itself was great progress, Habib knew of one plant in particular, known to cure Parkinson's. The only drawback to this remedy, known as Doi, is that it's extremely potent and sometimes deadly.
Es peligrosa por todo el mundo, porque es una planta muy fuerte, es la planta más fuerte que hay.
Usted tiene que también
estar tranquila con los hijos, apoyarles, pero que no sea como una esclavitud tampoco, ¿no? Para que...
It says that you have to be calm with your children and help them, but you cannot be their slave also. You cannot be like...
Así tranquilo.
You have to be calm and tranquilo.
Entonces todo eso a ella el entregarse mucho a su familia, todo eso la llevaba a estar así en un punto muy fijo, ¿ya? Entonces ahora el trabajo viene a cambiar eso, para ayudarle.
¿Tienes otro paciente con Parkinson?
Sí, he tenido. Tenía hace 2 años. Y son similares condiciones. Sí, la vida es curioso porque tú ves la vida de uno y de otro, a pesar que son personas de diferentes culturas, tradiciones, raza, todo. Pero los aspectos psicoemocionales, ciertos aspectos espirituales son similares en las 2 personas. Estamos trabajando con plantas y vamos a seguir con dieta, limpieza, para prepararla para otra planta que es el toe.
As we go through this process, we can see how nature opens up to us. Different parts of us can be illuminated, and we can recognize ourselves and learning that we are something much more than our history or different characters or personalities that we might have.
I've been an actress, I guess, most of my life, you know. It sounds crazy to say, but I have been, you know, just acting like everything's fine. Even though I really, you know, when I heard Jessica say this, I'm like, she said that she's kind of hated herself all along, and I'm like, that's horrible. But then it resonated with me. I'm like, I've really disliked myself a lot too, you know, and I feel like I'm always trying to get acceptance from everyone else. Well, I really just needed it for myself.
I've unintentionally grown up to be a lone wolf. And I mean really, I find it very hard just to be part of the pack. But more importantly, have the pack take care of me. It's such that vivid and frightening image of that lone wolf.
We are all alone in a sense, because we are going through our own path of evolution, but we are not lonely in the sense that we are all going through our own process.
Yeah.
So it's continuing to observe and also learning how to see the highest wisdom in everything that is happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's your choice. You can look at the wolf in terms of self-pity, or you can look at a wolf in terms of really that courage and bravery that it takes to be that kind of wolf.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll see you.
All right. Okay.
Oh, it was very good to share presence with you.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
feel that.
Thank you.
I get all tangled up in my emotions, but it's like this lower energy, because my higher self totally is like in cahoots with everything. I've lived with breast cancer now for 8 years, so I made a choice to heal naturally. I knew maybe I would succeed and maybe I wouldn't. That was the choice.
Where's Roman?
He's coming. Will you go into your phone?
I can't breathe. I can't.
What else is there?
Nothing.
You can breathe?
No. Hey there.
You guys are just breathing.
Not enough.
Gary. 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 Gary, breathe. Gary. Gary, come back, Gary. 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 Gary.
¿Qué es la muerte? ¿Qué es la vida? La vida sin la muerte no tiene ningún sentido. O sea, no existe la vida sin la muerte. En cuanto hay vida, hay muerte. Y no podemos escondernos de eso. La muerte es un cambio, es un proceso necesario para la vida. La sociedad occidental ha satanizado la muerte. ¿Por qué? Por miedo, por ignorancia. Porque le da miedo, ¿qué hay después de la muerte? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es Dios? O sea, realmente lo que le da miedo es Dios, esa es la vida. Entonces se alejan de la muerte y también se alejan de la vida.
As the sun came up, we were thinking about pulling the plug on the entire project and sending the rest of the patients home. At about 11 o'clock, I got a phone call via satellite phone from the coroners after they had done their autopsy. The tumors in Gary's intestines had released a hormone that caused hemostasis, which resulted in a blood clot in his lungs, otherwise known as a pulmonary embolism. They said that this was a very common occurrence in late-stage neuroendocrine cancer. He would have died this way, whether he was in the best hospital in the world or out with us in the jungle. And in their opinion, this was probably the most peaceful way for him to go. We decided to continue moving forward.
It makes me feel better that he was here and he wasn't in any pain. He was feeling good.
I mean, I'm happy for him. Because I think that, I know probably how he felt. He felt that he had to do something, and this was such a blessing that this showed up and gave him a little bit of hope. But on the other hand, he had advanced cancer.
He was really enthusiastic with what he saw in the little time he was here. And I hope his family realized that he made a special impression on all of us. A good example to keep fighting to the end.
You know, he really loved it out here, and he felt really comfortable with everybody, and you know, he had nothing but positive things to say every time I saw him about being here. And I feel like he had a chance to really work through what he needed to work through to pass away comfortably.
If they didn't think there was benefit, they would be on that plane tomorrow. But they see it, and I'm sure they wouldn't be staying here, going through what they're going through every day. I mean, this is an AC, air-conditioned hospital with, you know, nurses and a bunch of people walking by every second. No, they're in the woods, alone.
So far it has been quite a process for everyone, and now we're coming to the next step in this process, and really we are working with Andean tradition of sacred plants, which includes the Amazonian sacred plants, but it also has Andean plants. And one of the most sacred plants in the Andes is a cactus plant that is called San Pedro. This medicine works a little bit different than ayahuasca in the sense where it will not come to us. Like ayahuasca comes, where we just sit and wait for it. We have to do certain effort and then meet San Pedro midway. Open your mouth. Flush it down with water. This exercise is very simple. Look each other in the eyes. Everything that we want to say, we say it with our eyes, relaxing and letting the energy flow, keeping the eyes open. And after a while, we become reflections of each other. What do I think about these people, these patients that are hanging on? My heroes. It's not easy out here. This is not easy. For anyone to come around here and tell me that spend 30 days here, and it's like a walk in the park, no. Especially that sick. Especially that sick.
I can't even imagine certain aspects of yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, it's just beyond comprehension. But, you know, I'm aware that it all happened, unfolded, and, you know, it was an amazing roller coaster yesterday. I mean, my body just starts to vibrate as I'm talking to you about it. I mean, real vibration and other senseness of what's here. So nothing much is happening for me.
I know we have different health challenges, but I wanted to share with you what has been very helpful for me. Treat yourself the way you wish others would have treated you, with unconditional love and compassion. People do incredibly cruel things under extraordinary circumstances. They are not in their right mind. People can make big mistakes that they will regret. I've done many myself. I have found that forgiving these people and myself has ended my suffering. It set me free. My dreams have been sending me messages. Pay attention to
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and all lang syne? For all lang syne, my dear, for all lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne. For all lang syne, my dear, for all lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne. For all lang syne, my dear, for all lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for all lang syne.
It's remarkable.
I'm in charge, yeah. We did it, I could pick it up. It's amazing that I can go home and surprise my boys and say, "Did you recognize Mom? She can move."
whatever they're giving me, I've been symptom-free, so I'm really pleased about that. I was very desperate when I came out here, and like I said, I got so much more than my physical health, and the physical health came pretty quickly, and I'm very grateful for that because I was able to get so many gifts after that. Yeah, I'm getting kind of sad, but we're almost done.
Well, you can always come visit.
I'd love to.
You're always welcome here.
Thank you.
The issues that we have are they're not physical. We feel them physically. The cancer comes out, we can see them, we deal with them in that sense. But what I see is that they come from here and here. Right? We create these things. And if you deal with it here, then the physical will go away. And that's what they work with here. That's what's going on here.
People with the experience of thousands of years have seen that each level of transformation also has its own pitfalls, and therefore these traditions have been there to transmit certain wisdoms and realizations that allow us not to get lost on different stages of transformation. The sacred science itself, from those traditions, is really those guiding lights or beacons of light that guide people through the ocean of the subconsciousness, through many different levels of transformation.
It's the most significant thing I've ever done. Learning how to be at peace with myself. And just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward.
¿Para qué el terreno está muy bueno? Muy bueno. Las ideas están muy buenas, pero vamos a ver si se va a llegar. Porque esta idea no le van a hacer pues de un día para otro.
Creo que tengo que esperar 3 años. 3 años. 3 años mínimo. Estoy ahí solo. Solamente quiero parecer que ya soy que quiero enseñar, curar. Quiero aparecer así. Yo soy esto, yo sé esto. Te puedo ayudar, amigo, ven. Y ayudarles, los que están perdidos, lo que desean, poner en su parte, les puedo ayudar. Como también a mis hermanos.
O sea, hoy día piensas y mañana ya está, no. Este va a demorar años. Y en años siempre hay un cambio, vamos a decir.
Lo que yo no pensaba, jamás en mi vida pensé que iba a estar en camino del curanderismo, del chamanismo. Jamás ni se me pasaba por la mente. Pero ya me veo, aquí estoy, encaminando, siguiendo los primeros pasos. Y creo que va a ser muy bueno.
to ignore.